Ask, listen, tell. Those are three things that could help save somebody's life. Suicide affects everyone around us every day. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, or CDC for short, in 2010, a suicide happened every 13.7 minutes in the United States. While it changes from year to year, suicide has been, for the most part, increasing each and every year. First, I will tell you about some statistics on suicide. Next, I will tell you how you can help. And finally, I will tell you about the benefits in helping. First off, let's look at some statistics on suicide in recent years. In Battleground, a small city in Clark County, there have been 17 suicides from 2009 to 2011. They were between the ages of 10 and 24. According to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, between 1952 and 1995, suicide in young adults nearly tripled. Two of these children were 8th grade girls, aged 13, and they were within a month of each other. From an article in the Oregonian by Peter Belland on March 14, 2013, he stated that these deaths accounted for 30 out of 200 teens suicides in the entire country. Suicide is the third leading cause of death in people aged 15 to 24. 90% of all people who die of suicide have depression or other mental disorders. Many of these people also have substance abuse problems. In 2004, 73% of all suicide tested positive for at least one substance, being alcohol, cocaine, heroin, or marijuana. In 2010, suicide was the 10th leading cause of death in the USA, with 38,364 suicides being reported. Of these numbers, the ratio of men to women is 4 to 1. 78% of these people were men, while 21.1% were women. And while they are 4 times more likely, females attempt suicide 3 times more than men. Over half the suicides that are completed are with firearms. 24.8% are from suffocation, which includes hangings, and poisonings are 17.3%. Next, let's talk about some warning signs and what to do if someone you care about has some of these indicators. There are 3 major risk factors. Depression is the strongest, followed by substance abuse and bullying. There are some big indicators and signs that somebody is thinking about suicide. If any of the following signs from the website WebMD occur, don't be afraid to get help. Traumatic events in the person's life, prior suicide attempts, family history of mental disorders or substance abuse, a family history of suicide, violence in the family, physical or sexual abuse, keeping firearms in the home, chronic physical illness including chronic pain, incarceration, or exposure to the suicidal behavior of others. According to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, between 20% and 50% of people who commit suicide have had a previous attempt. If you notice any of these signs, don't be afraid to get help. And take that person seriously. And one thing they say not to do is to try arguing with them out of their thoughts. Just let them know that you care for them and you're there to listen. Seek out somebody you can always call. 1-800-SUICIDE, which is 784-2433, or 1-800-273-TALK, which is 8255. The last thing I will be discussing are the benefits for helping somebody out of suicide. You'll be saving a life, which is the most important benefit, and in addition, you'll be saving all of the people in their lives heartbreak and sadness. You could also prevent more people from committing suicide. According to WebMD, a risk factor is exposure to the suicidal behavior of others. So by making one person see the light, you could prevent more suicides. While I know most of you believe suicide is a problem, and if one of your loved ones was thinking about suicide, you would want to stop them, not many people realize how common it really is and that it could happen to anybody around us. Now you know about some statistics on suicide, how you can help, and warning signs, and finally the benefits on helping. I'm glad that by hearing this, you could possibly save somebody's life. Thank you.